It's like we're live. Being a little risky today and deciding to have my browser open so I can actually look at stuff. Hey, how y'all doing? It's Thursday. Trying to figure out why this chat's not working. Hmm. There it goes. Cool. Alright, now for a proper intro. What's up? We're finishing this animation today, or at least getting to a point where I can say I have nothing more to show you in regards to compositing, effects, animation, and stuff like that. So, it's been, I guess, a full week or almost a week since I last streamed, and that's because I was animating more smears. Like in last stream, we were doing the little nunchuck smears for Mikey. I had to do that for all the other characters, and I figured that was a little repetitive just to show that over and over again because it's the exact same process and it doesn't get less annoying. So, you know, I figured I'd just stream that on Twitch where no one watches. And also just in my own time, like usual. So, yeah, but we're doing something different today. Something that should be more fun. I have my drawing pad out. We're going to try and do some 2D VFX. Just some smoke and other things to make the animation look a little quirky and cool. But first, like usual, I'm going to show you the stuff I did off stream. Start with the compositing. Not much has changed except how I overlay the effects. It's still on its own layer. I did finally bite the bullet and create a view layer so that I don't have to bounce back and forth between render layers to change things. But yeah, effects is its own thing. It does have a bloom over it for the brighter effects, but this one for Dawn is a little soft, so you won't really see it all that much. And then we got the Kuwahara on it just to give it some paintiness. Here's it on. Here's it off. It also helps with like the noise, rendering a transparent texture in, dithered mode creates some noise, so that'll help with that. And instead of adding it before we add the background, adding the effects to the character layer before we add the buildings and stuff right here like we had it before, I moved it way down here to add it on top of the sky and everything else. I think it'll make it pop a bit better, and we can also just control how much of it we actually want to be present in the final render. And the more precision, the better. But I think that's all that's... Nope, that's not all that's changed. So before I just had the characters and buildings, or rather, the sky just kind of add into everything. But what that did is create this weird artifact on the nose. Like whenever the characters overlap with the buildings and stuff like that, it created this weird artifact. So what I'm doing here is I'm adding the alpha from the character and the alpha from the buildings to create that, and then inverting it as a mask to put on top of there so we don't get anything weird. I can try and recreate what it looked like before, just so that makes a little more sense. Yeah, you can see it kind of just does that. I feel like it was more exaggerated in some areas, but who cares? It's better now. And I think that's it for compositing. Yeah. So I wanted to show as well the other smear textures we made. One is in the thumbnail of this stream already. You will see Don's here. We showed the render earlier. You have this purple thick kind of smear. I wanted it to match. I wanted the smears to match how the brush strokes look on the characters, just to add that little bit of variation. Let me hide the lights and the characters because I can already feel my PC slowing down. Let me make sure Alienware is on, and it's not. So we might crash in like 5 seconds. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of the same setup. It's just a big mask with some noise on it to create a sort of smear effect. It's just much bigger here to create a sort of globby type of smear. And it has some purpleness to it because purple turtle. I guess if you want the full breakdown of that, you got the other stream. Let me turn the lights back on so you can see this. This is just a big circle curve, a Bezier circle, and it has a noise texture on it. Like usual, it's just a bunch of noise textures. That's all I do is noise textures. Yeah, it's just a gradient. Slap some noise on it, and then make it like a transparent, gassy sort of thing. You'll see in Smash Bros. And other action games. I'm just cheating, stealing references from official products. As you do. What else? We got Leo's new smear, which is mostly the same thing. It just adds some distortion to the noise to get this wavy, sort of watery kind of look to his thing. And instead of using a dotted Voronor, we're using a distance to edge to get this sort of crackly kind of thing. I'm not sure if there's a word for it, but like you ever see Wind Waker textures, like the way the water kind of waves on that, it's sort of that thing. That's what I was going for anyway. And then you add those together and you get something sleek. And then again with the Bezier curve and the wind, just so we got some extra little power when Leo swings back. So, but we'll wait to do sound design after. And then Raph is pretty straightforward, just a very, excuse me, a very tiny but bright smear for his sigh. And I also decided a week ago I was animating these smears on twos, just like the characters were. but I decided them being on ones would help a lot with the clarity of what's happening. Like you can see in some of these posts, the side just kind of sticks in place, but the smear can imply where it's actually going in space. So I think that is necessary, especially for Mikey's little animation. I did not want to show the curves, but yeah, like it just kind of frees in space. So I think it helps to have it on one. I guess you can compare between the two streams, see the real difference that it has. But yeah, I think that's everything I did in the meantime. Yeah. So anyways, today what we're going to be doing is adding some 2D VFX, which essentially means we're not working with curves or any 3D. Well, technically it is 3D, but we're not working in 3D space is what I'll tell you. We're working with grease pencil. To do stuff like this. Just add a little bit of extra character to the animation. Just adding like symbols above the characters' heads and little details. How do I play this? Let's turn lights off maybe. Yeah, just stuff like that. Cutesy little things, and also for things like when characters jump or stomp their feet, I want to add like little gas clouds, which might be more difficult because I've never done anything like that, but we shall see. We shall see what we're capable of at the stream here. Starting off, I do want each character to have their own symbol above their head for this shot. You can probably guess for Raph, we're just going to do that anime angry symbol. I don't know if it has a name, but you'll see what I mean in a second. It's like a vein popping out of someone's forehead. That was about 10 minutes of yapping. Oh yeah, we still have Fire Emblem tracks to go through. And then we're just going to loop back to the Naruto music because ninjas. Oops. That's not what I wanted, but alright. I always get confused between like the join right and the join left. Like you gotta do that one TikTok meme when you look at your hands. No shame in it, I suppose. Oh, so for the grease pencil object, let me pop out of here. It's actually parented to the camera, so no matter where the camera faces, the grease pencil is always there. So we only need one grease pencil object for this whole animation. You can kind of see it right here. And as the camera kind of moves, you can see it go with it. And it pops over there. So yeah, I learned that trick from a little breakdown someone did of their grease pencil animation. Can't remember their name. Let me look it up. They deserve a shout out. Not like anyone's. Gonna be too impatient with me. What is this dude's name? I want to say it's like Max something. Matt Blixer. That's his name. I know it started with an M. Yeah, he does a lot of grease pencil stuff, so I kind of reference him a lot. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you should check him out for sure. He does live streams of him working on commissions and stuff. So yeah, anyways, back to work. We haven't even started work. Out here shouting people out like they need it. Anyways, I have my drawing tablet here. I don't remember if Blender remembers my pressure settings. Hopefully it does. Yeah, it does. One of these. Now sometimes they do 3 lines and other times they do 4. I really don't know if there's a difference. Kind of like 3 though. Yeah, I like 3. You want to have it scale up, give it some motion. Let me turn on these yawns.
By the war that they waged.
What?
Scars, a people wounded but free.
Oh, I need to turn auto key on. That's what it is.
Beyond this dark age, the seasons they turn, winter to spring, dulling the pain and erasing the sting. The seasons turn, summer
Make this brush smaller.
time's warm embrace begins to heal on the wild at first light. The jasper lion will run. Harken anthem he drums. Can you hear the people fresh from the night? Rise and listen.
That's good, Drake. Come on. Long time no see.
The land that they were promised is near. And though I am gone, just ash in the wind, one life surrendered so yours can begin. Courage, my children, this is your song. I am the earth, I will make you strong.
Damn. He broke. It'll be really hard to be consistent with this shape. Mainly because I'm just so picky.
Riven by pride, repaired at last. And now its makers can be at rest, our vision come to pass. The seasons they turn, memory fades, but when my name has been lost to the gray, I will sustain you year after year. I will protect you when dangers appear. And though I am gone, just ash in the wind, one life surrendered so yours can begin. Courage, my children, this is your
I wonder if this song is from the perspective of Mila. Because that's what it sounds like. It's like the whole premise of the story. One thing that's awesome about grease pencil is you can go back, sculpt out the shape until you do like it.
Untouched by the war that they waged,
Make it bigger and stuff.
laid low by their scars, a people wounded but free. Seek what lies beyond this dark age. The seasons they turn, memory fades, but when my name has been lost to the gray, I will sustain you year after year. I will protect you when dangers appear, and though I am gone, just ash in the wind, one life surrendered so yours can begin. Courage, my
And then you can just edit the curves manually too.
your soul. I am the earth, I will make you strong.
Hmm. I'm trying to remember. There was a way. There's a setting where you can change what adding a new keyframe does, whether it adds drawings to it or just replaces it. I want it to replace at the moment. That one replaced. I guess it's because there's a keyframe here already. E? Damn, how many remixes of this song are there? I guess this is the instrumental. Yeah. Trying to have it shrink out of here. It's got to pop up and then disappear. Maybe it should stay there for a bit. I don't know. Maybe we'll have this stick around. I am pretty glad that this is a stream we get to end it on because I don't know, effects, lighting, and all that stuff is so intensive. And I know it's going to cause some issues with crashing and all that. Here I can kind of just draw. No issues. No lighting or materials to worry about, just shapes. Hopefully future projects I decide to stream will be less GPU intense. Cause even like the animation process of this was pretty harsh. That was mostly because Maya's playback isn't as smooth, or isn't as I guess elegant you could say as Maya's, or Blender's rather. Like here the playback's fine, even like in rendering mode, but whatchamacallits, Maya's? No sir. It's a lot of GPU for that. We get sound effects now, so we really are at the end of the soundtrack. Crazy. I do like that they give us the 8-bit mixes to the songs too. Oh, here I kind of want it to feel like the thing is fizzling out. Like when he's imitating the neck snap here, I want it to feel like it's just kind of... No, I didn't create these rigs. It's by Kiel, Figgins, and a few other people you can check out in the description. These are Maya rigs. I just exported them to Blender for rendering and stuff. What's up? L create on though. I feel like I remember your name from one of these streams before. What we can actually do, instead of redrawing it, we can just mess it up manually. If the strength setting wasn't so weird. Sometimes it's better to use the mouse for the sculpting stuff, I feel like, so you just get a consistent pressure. And for me to be able to do this on the tablet, I have to like press down super hard. Yeah, I remember that now. How you doing? Just about done with this project. Who knows when I'll be streaming again? Yeah. That's also been something I've been getting into, which is why I decided to try it for myself. Just for one, it's good background noise, but also just good to see someone create something as you're creating something. So I just thought, give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? That's a shame. I am cautious about getting into the industry. It is kind of one of my goals. I feel like if I find the right team, maybe I can still retain some of that joy of creation, if you will. But I'm glad this is helping you. Maybe this next frame can be like breaking apart. That I can agree with. Making art for other people and making it for yourself are two very different things. Mostly just speaking from commission work, but yeah, feel you there. I need this to break apart more slowly, so you can really feel it snapping, I guess. No, I do not have an Instagram for art. Yeah, just those ones in the description and on my card, sort of link tree thing. So pretty much just Blender artist, Kara, YouTube, Twitch, Kofi. Nothing else. Try to stay off the more social media-y sort of ones, because they always make me mad. I mean, that's what they're designed to do, but I don't want to play their game. I'm gonna do the same thing here and just copy it, rather than trying to draw something new. I think about whether I should get an Instagram though, because according to other people, they've seen my stuff reposted over there a few times, so it's like I might as well just start taking ownership of it, but I don't know, bruh. I can barely handle YouTube. Yeah. So, I tried Twitter way back in the day because all my friends were on it. I'm like, that'd be a good spot. And that shit was gone within 2 years. I was just like, I'll just stick with the YouTube. They have Blue Sky now. As everyone's moving to, well, they're trying to move to Blue Sky, but their audiences are not following. Maybe that's the issue. I'm trying to like split it down the middle here between like these two pieces and have them go separate ways, but I think I should split it between all four pieces. That might make it feel a bit more breaky, whatever that means. Yeah. And it's only getting worse, right? If all those places weren't bad enough, you got people doing witch hunts for AI, and essentially any artist that has a painterly or airbrush style gets deemed as AI like, running people off the platform because their stuff looks like AI. But yeah, shit sucks. It seems for the most part, if you want people to see your art, you are going to have to kind of cope and use those bigger platforms like Twitter and Instagram. But I'd rather not. I guess I value like not losing my mind over having people see my stuff, or rather nobody see it than like lose my mind over some silly stuff. Ooh, what's good, AY? I really don't know if I should say her name like that or A underscore Y. Anyways, what's good, yo? Finishing AY. Makes sense. But yeah, we're finishing this animation up with some doohickeys on the screen. Just stuff to make it a bit more silly, goofy. Yeah, that's the official name. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what this final render looks like, because I don't think I've ever had a project that's so vastly different between the preview and like final product. So it's like even I have no clue what it's gonna look like aside from a few frames. But we'll see soon enough. Yeah, that's too slow. Should have done these on different layers so I don't have to worry about the question mark being there. That's why. I think. Hopefully. Okay, yeah. I just had the question mark selected. That's why it's copied. Yes. Reconnect now. Okay, reconnected. Cool. You should reconnect now. Great minds think alike. That's so weird. Sometimes it's always like you gotta do less work to get a animation that looks better. Like if I just hold that frame, I think it looks much sharper. I didn't even get rid of the first frame. That might help. That might be too far. I don't know. Dang. It'd be like that. I'll just make this frame slightly more detailed. And then we'll do Donnie's doohickey. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. This thingamabob, his John. No, we're not saying John. That's no, I'm saying John. John like Jawn, like John. Like that John over there. I don't think that makes it any better though, to be honest. It's good, Joy Boy. Welcome back to the final TMNT stream. Just a personal project to build some portfolio and do something neat. Honestly, I wasn't even like intending for it to like take this long, because I guess the character animation took 2 weeks and I wanted the rendering to take less than 2 weeks, to be honest, but kind of got carried away and doing stuff like this just for some sauce. But I guess that means I'm having fun, right? Dang, everybody's here. What the hell? Hey, Choco. Indeed. Indeed to both of those, actually. Getting paid and making it with love. That's the ideal lifestyle right there. Yeah, for anyone just joining, we're adding, I still need to find the word I want to use, but essentially just 2D drawings on top of this to add some character and some other things. Just like a slight one here that you might not be able to see. Just a little thing on the thumb. To give it some direction, I guess you could say. Well, yeah. Just some personality. We'll make this one on another layer because I think it'll be more complex. Possibly. And I honestly thought grease pencil would be kind of a pain to use, but it's kind of okay. The only thing is you can't really change colors on the fly. All of the colors are just like materials in normal Blender. You gotta go to the thing, change the color there. But other than that, just like other ones, like other drawing programs. Yeah. I mean, considering the whole thing is just built off the curve system, can't really expect a whole lot. But, you know, you can make cool stuff with it. Now this part I actually do want the keyframes to add to every how do I say that in a way that makes sense? I want the previous frame to stay there as I draw over top of it, is what I'm saying. But actually, no, I might not need that. Ignore everything I'm saying. I'm saying nothing. Nah, not onion skinning. Though it does have that, I just have it turned off for everything because I don't really need it. But yeah. Where is it? Yeah. For some reason it's not showing up though. I don't know. Yeah, like a hold. I thought it might be in like preferences or something. I don't know. It's not important right now. Not entirely, anyway. I think the idea will get across. If you delete the keyframe... No, because it's... well, maybe. But like, every time you draw on a new frame, it deletes what's there already. So what I'm talking about is what's there stays. And I know there's a setting for it, I just don't remember the setting. Like, even if you just add the keyframe manually, it still deletes whatever's there. Now I want to find it just so I know I'm not crazy. Actually, I have Google right here. What am I talking about? Ooh, yeah. Copy pasting. Hmm. Oh yeah, that does work. And then I can just draw with that on there. See, this is why you have animator friends. Also, during that, I kind of ignored Joy Boy's question, even though it's probably just not a real one. Did you get paid because you made it with love? Did you make it with love because you get paid? Definitely the first one. If I did everything with love just because I made money off of it, I would probably sell my soul and make like clickbaity Poppy's Playtime X Five Nights at Freddy's X what else? Bendy plus Sonic plus what else is there? What's that one series by Kevin? Yeah, Skippity Toilet. Just all of that stuff. You know, if I loved it for getting paid, I'd definitely just sell my soul and do stuff like that. But fortunately, I have a soul. Why is drawing a light bulb so hard? I don't dislike them on like a personal level because obviously, you know, everyone has their own deal, right? But it's like I want to see creator to creator what's going on in your brain, not really what other people want to see. Like, you know, people ask me all the time, make HD Heroes Knuckles, HD Heroes Tails, and I could easily just do those things. but I don't really feel it. It's like what do you want to make? What do you want to show to the world? And I don't think, if I had to wager a guess, I don't think, you know, Poppy Playtime Animations is probably where your heart is. Maybe it is, and that's cool, but, you know. Yeah. I'm gonna be making, yeah, forget all of that. I'm gonna be making a Skibidi Sonic rig. Skibidi HD Hero Sonic plus, why can I not remember the name of that show that everyone loves right now? It's like it has those robots with the big eyes. Alrighty, bro. Enjoy work if you can. I will be sharing this in the Discord. Should be rendered by next week, maybe. What's good, you again? No, not my Discord. It's a friend's Discord we're in. We pretty much just played All Stars Racing Transformed, and that's pretty much it. Share video game news. I mean, well, Joy Boy, you kinda got your wish, maybe, potentially. Yesterday they announced that Sonic Race game is actually gonna have hoverboards in it, which is crazy to say in 2025, but it's mostly looking promising. I doubt they're gonna have like air mechanics, but again, who knows? Oh, you haven't seen it? You haven't seen it? Let's watch it right now. I'm not doing anything important. I'm gonna turn it to a reaction channel, just start reacting to Sonic stuff. That's how I sell out. Move. Let me pause the music too. Hold on. We already missed him. Look at him. This green piece of garbage. There was something else important here. Hold on. I might have passed it already. Anyway. First of all, the trucks. There's the trucks. But then this is the important part right here. Extreme gears. Yeah. I've always kind of wanted just. Didn't Team Sonic Racing come out like, I don't know, before 2020? But yeah, they're actually like doing fun stuff, even if it is cars. But I was trying to say I do like that they're being creative, even if they're not on foot. Yeah, more extreme gear stuff right there. And big is in like a ladybug car for some reason. I was trying to find that one screenshot of Sage because she has she has like a giganto car. But yeah, it actually looks somewhat fun. So extreme gears are back. We got trucks now, and we're playing as Jet and other niche characters. Yeah, not gonna lie, Racing Transformed is probably the only racing game that does not that even comes close to beating Mario Kart at being like fun and rewarding and just giving you a nice sense of speed. I'm not gonna lie there. It's still fun to play to this day, even with all the glitches. And they're bringing back a bunch of levels that we haven't seen in 10 plus years, like Dino Jungle. What a crazy pull that is. We might be back. We might be back. Well, it's funny if you're playing it with the right people who aren't evil and are gonna shove you off the map. Dang, why'd my stream get so far behind? Hopefully that didn't lag the hell out, but I guess I'll see. Oh yeah, they did announce Mario Kart 9 2. Mario Kart 9 as well. Dude, those character models look so good. They finally stopped with that Smash Bros type trend of making all the Mario characters look angry for no reason. Now they like actually look happy to be racing. Mm. That's for true. I do want to move the light bulb on top of Dante, but I also don't want it to mess up the moon we've got going on. How do I do that again? Film, transparent. I think we put it like right, you can't even see my mouse, but like right where his stick is, Paul's. I think that might be a good spot for it. Because right now it looks like Raph is having the idea. And that's not true to character. When has he ever had an idea? Nah, I mean, characters looking evil for Smash is okay, but it's like, if you're just having golf, you're going out for golf with your friends, why does Mario look pissed off? Like, why does he want to kill Daisy for getting a bogey or an eagle? Like, that doesn't make sense. DK's bananas got laced. He's absolutely tweaking off his rocker. I wonder if when people make like or compose music for NES games, like do they compose it with actual instruments in mind, or do they like know what like crunched instrument they want to turn it into? Interesting. I guess that makes sense. It's no different from how music is made usually. Just a bunch of sample packs. I think I might put like these sparks on twos and still just redraw the light bulb every time to give it that shaky sketchbook sort of thing. Because it is going kind of fast right now. Hmm. Yeah, that's where music making still feels like an entire different dimension to me. Especially for like old school stuff like this. It's more than just, making sounds and making beats in FL Studio. It's like you gotta engineer some stuff. I guess it's the same for art. Like engineering and art aren't, they really aren't that separate when you think about it. Like the technology required to make some of this stuff does require a math brain, and vice versa. Doing math requires some out of the box thinking that you only really get with art. But even then, it's like, man. That's insane to me. It's like at that point you literally can't focus on like your specialty. It's like programmers or game developers back then had to do it all. Like they had to do the sprites, level design, and all that stuff. And these days it's split into such huge teams where like you can focus on music and do nothing else. And that's absurd. Huh. Actually looks somewhat consistent for that last bit there. Interesting. Alright, let's do these flashes. And we can move on to something else. Actually, we can just draw these. I'm not tripping over redrawing lines. Oh, well, that's it for Fire Emblem, I guess. That is very true. And I guess it's the same thing with like maybe indie devs who work on like low end things. They always try to think of ways to make things look cheap or even make things cheaply. Back then you had to make things cheap too just because storage space wasn't huge. The weak cartridges they had. And I'm mostly basing all my knowledge off of stuff I've learned watching Masahiro Sakurai little series on game development. Him trying to make Kirby as small as possible. Otherwise, I don't know nothing about game development. Yeah, that too. It definitely feels better. At least it's more readable as a flash. Two, three. Neat. So now they all have their own little things. Hopefully, well, it's not playing back nice. I don't know why. When I try to zoom into a window, it just chugs. Like Badlands. Yeah, that's all I wanted there. I don't think I want any 2D effects. For this shot, I don't even know what I would add to it. It's pretty short anyway. Actually, I want to get this out of his face. By it, I mean the red thing. By him, his face, I mean Raph's face. I'll make a test render, just for fun, to see if OBS will crash. I'm sure it won't, right? Right? Let's render this one. Should be a quicker one since there's no 3D effects. It's just straight up. Oh, turtles, lights, a little bit of background, but we'll see. Oh, dang it. Forgot I had it to render a single layer. I was about to get excited. You're like, oh, Blender's running better than expected. No, sir. Ah, okay. So I did forget one crucial detail, and that's the fact that I have the Kuwahara over these effects here. So some of them are about to get dithered out. I could make them thicker like this one, so that doesn't happen. But as soon as you put that on there, it just kind of fades away. So yeah, I'm glad I actually did this test render. Let's go ahead and thicken those lines up. Should be pretty easy. Or start from the back. Or from the end. Because there's actually a brush where we can change the thickness, just like that. If we're on the right layer, that is. And we are not. Okay. Maybe if I just do one big sweep over it. It does kind of mess up a whole lot. Maybe if we... Alt S. Okay. It's a little bit more controlled. Yeah, that should be good. Now let's do it, but again. Ooh, I didn't realize you could lock material channels. Should really pay attention more. But I guess that means we can just grab the red stuff without doing the question mark. I wish I knew that before. But what you gonna do? It's a learning experience. It does feel a little cluttered. Over that pool. Yeah, I do wish there was a way to, like, I don't know, apply some of these changes to all frames. There probably is. But speed running right now. I dislike that this song is the longest in this entire soundtrack, and yet I hate it so much. Who decided this song needed to loop for 7 minutes? Whoops. Well, the rest of these aren't so bad. But they're bad enough. Okay. That should be good, but just to make sure, let's re-render it. Dang, I wish I remembered which frame I rendered. I can just re-render the single layer instead of all of them. Hopefully it'll tell me. If I go here. 76, thank you. And then go to effects. And render single layer. That should work. Interesting. How much of this is my fault and how much of this is Kuwahara's fault? As long as it's not my fault. Dang, it's my fault. No, it's not. Oh, it might be. Viewer node. That's what I need. Okay. A lot of it is Kuwahara, thankfully. Maybe I'll do more tweaks in my own time, but I do want to move on to something else. Definitely lied before when I said I don't want any 2D effects here, because there's a specific, very specific thing I wanted 2D effects for, and it's when the nunchuck swings around and smacks his arm. I wanted like a little hit impact, a small one, just so people know that's what happened, or at least there's some indicator of that's what happened, because otherwise I don't think it's super clear. I don't really think any of this is super clear, but that's kind of the point. It's nunchucks. So let's see if we can do that. You can see a lot of what, dang, loud song. You can see a lot of stuff in this bunch. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, kind of like these effects. That's just so I can organize it based on the shot. Like this is shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The things don't have to be super organized because I'm the only one in here. I'm the only one working with this blend file. Probably, yeah. I saw someone, well, saw a video of someone playing badminton with like a ladle, like a soup ladle. So yeah, nunchucks not too far off. This can be like a pale orange. And this is actually going to be a fill brush. That way when we draw, it just fills in the shape. Let me look up some references for hit impacts, because I have no idea how to draw those. I have some idea. Playing various fighting games, but it's always like a jagged circular shape. Ooh, I like that shape. Maybe that should be the other keyframe. This should be something light. Yeah, I definitely feel you there. Or even just like varied hip hop sounds in general. I'm listening to this one, well, we're talking about hip hop, but there's this, I guess, metal band that uses a lot of Indian instruments and stuff in their music, and it just instantly creates like a unique sound. It's pretty awesome. Like, where's more of that? I need some of that. Mixing of cultures. Hmm. Speaking of Shaolin monks, never mind. I would say we should listen to that soundtrack for a stream, but like, it's really just a lot of ambient stuff. Mortal Kombat Shaolin monks, that is. Probably also in my top 10 of games, just like Fire Emblem, Echoes. Damn, that game's so good. Whoa. I did not mean to press render. What are you doing? Stop! I will say, Eevee will never cease to piss me off when that, as soon as you press render, you're screwed. Cycles, you can kind of just stop the render whenever you want. It's not the case for Eevee, you just have to let it finish. Pause? Nah, no pause. Like, it's still rendered, despite the fact that I told it not to. That's what I'm saying. Resume. Can you not erase fill tools or fill brushes? Or I might have to change the erase brush to hard. Yeah, there you go. Weird. I don't know. Let it finish. Letting anything finish, I feel like might deserve that. I don't know. I might be overthinking it. Quite possibly. I see your point. Also, unrelated, this does sound like a Mortal Kombat kind of track. That's that's the soundtrack I should have downloaded. Like MK Armageddon or what is it, Deadly Alliance or something like that. Those have some really good soundtrack. We'll save that for whenever I decide to do YouTube streams again. Otherwise, I'll just be on Twitch streaming copyrighted music. So who's gonna stop me? Sometimes you just gotta animate the points or move the points manually. It's that scope brush. It's iffy. Promise you, he does not care. That or he plays favorites, which is also possible, because YouTube plays favorites. I just redraw this one. All that work just to say, fuck it, redo it. Maybe like that though. But I have to exaggerate this a ton for it to even be noticeable. And I guess the point isn't to be like super noticeable, just to be there. Context. think I understand it now. I understand it now. Maybe I should have this be a lot sharper. Don't want it to overlap with the smear. Though I still think it being exaggerated at this frame is helpful. Just making it apparent. Maybe like it stretches down here or something. I'm gonna try something else. Well, that's not what I meant to do. It's really the impact that's like right here. So it should be something there, right? But at the same time, your eye is following the end of the smear. So maybe it should be down there. We'll try a new layer. See what that does. That's not so bad. It's enough to look. But I don't know if my mic's picking that up. Like that one MLG hit marker thing. I know what I'm going for. What time is it? 1:30. Yeah, I have. No, I don't do it often. I have maybe only a few things that I'm proud to show. Can at least show the ones that are already public. Where is it? Yeah, mainly just these. Got this weird guy I made for like a college project. And then you got Ichi Goat. It was just a redraw of that one manga panel cover thing for Hellverse. If Bleach were ever, or if Kubo were ever to bring Bleach back, he made like a little one-shot comic of it. So I just redrew it with my favorite version of Ichigo, the full brain, Shinigami one. I painted that. These are all in Medibang, by the way. And then this, also Medibang. A little birthday present for my boy. So I'm not a stranger to it, but you know, still you know, learning. Yeah, I like that way better than what I was doing before. Let's risk rendering it while I decide if I want to. You know what? Yeah. There's one more thing on the next shot that I want to do some 2D effects for. We'll probably do that, and then we'll end. That one might be simpler to do. Yeah, line art it can be fun. As far as like learning how to control your pen and how much pressure you have. Oh, you can't even see it? Well, you can't see it, but it's like, I guess the color doesn't stand out too much. Maybe we should saturate it some. This is just the right corner of the render. Let's see. Let's turn the lights on. See what works. Maybe if it's pure white. And just less transparent. Yeah. See, everything I know about shading comes from high school, where the teacher pretty much just banged us over the head talking about how to shade with graphite. Yeah, I do want to get back to drawing eventually. I do want to learn a bit of 2D animation as well. I think that'd be pretty fun. See what carries over from 3D animation. Make something there. Now let's re-render the effects layer to see what it looks like. You can definitely saturate that a teeny bit more. Seemed like it was more just a transparency issue. What if we make it blue? Just to sort of contrast with the orange that's going on in this corner. Might help it stand out a bit. Oh, I bet it is. I bet it is. All I've done in 2D so far is just a bouncing ball. And it was like the most sketchy, noisy looking bouncing ball you've ever seen. Yeah, I think blue is probably the move. Bars. Turn these lights back off. Or something explodes. What about I said is pause? I don't even remember what I said for it to be pause. Something exploding? Oh, you know what? That's fair. I mean, not really. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Because every 2D animation course is exactly the same. You bounce some balls, and then you do a walk cycle, then you do a flower bag, and then what else? Like, am I wrong here? And we can go ahead and delete this layer, which we're not using that effect. Make a new layer. I wonder if adding layers makes this chug any more than it already is. I mean, I doubt it, but who knows? But yeah, the 2D effects I want for this shot is when his foot smacks the ground here, just for a little dust cloud. Little action. So we'll see if I can do that. Maybe you are built different. Also kind of interested in doing like stick fight animations, like those little Newgrounds ones. I grew up on those, so I think doing those might be a little, I don't know, a little cool. Do something I've always seen since I was a kid. So that's an option too. Now this needs to be a fill for sure. Maybe like a deep purple. Word. Now, where is the floor? I still need to do just a fighting animation in general. Well, not need, but like I want to do a fighting animation, whether it's 2D or 3D. What is happening? Why is my brush so big? Oh. No. That's still the right layer. Oh, because none of those surfaces are... What sanity? What could you possibly mean by that? So his foot lands there in this second sort of square. I don't know if you can see that at all on the stream, but there's like, I'm trying to use the grid to see where stuff
New
is.
trophy shop sale from Lady.
Oh! Kofi notification. What happened? Lady gave me some support. Shout out to Lady. Maybe this needs to be like a sort of brown, reddish brown, perhaps. I guess I wouldn't disperse back into the foot, so that's not correct. I think for this I actually do need the onion skin. Now I gotta find out where that is. Or rather, how to view it. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm. Oh, I guess it's because the camera's animated that it won't show me what I need to see. Oh well. Never mind. Or actually, yeah, I guess not. But yeah. So I guess we'll push that back some and have it disperse a little bit. Oh, like why is it not working? Better. Mostly just trying to feel out how guess how smoke's gonna dissipate, or dust rather. That needs to be much slower. Oh, that's what's going on. How do I delete like segments? I guess I could delete the point in between. That would work. No, it doesn't work. Do one of those, and then one of these. Oh, the camera stopped at this point, so we can actually turn the onion skin on now. And it'll be helpful. I might actually add this to a quick favorite so I don't have to go into that menu every single time. What we could also do is, can we animate the base color? We can. So we can just actually go to 0. Phase out of existence. Orange up, well, maybe. Oh, that's because I didn't draw anything there. Gotcha. Otherwise, yeah, that works. think I'm taking the wrong approach to this. I'm animating it more like an impact frame than smoke, because if it was dust, it would just kind of hit and then float up in the air. So I think I need to turn it into like puff clouds, actually. That might be the move. I'll save this just in case I'm wrong. And then I'll try the cloud method, and then we'll probably call the stream, because we only need, what, 5 frames for this? Yeah, it should not take that long. Let's turn onion skin back on and try that cloudy sort of method. Yeah, that feels way better. Holy. Nice. No. The only other things I know for sure I want to add 2D effects to is maybe some sort of jump cloud here. Like if you play games like Hollow Knight or really any platformer, when they jump there's like a big smoke cloud that comes out from under them, so I'll put that there for this. It'll probably be like a white bluey kind of cloud. Let me zoom in. And then maybe another sort of landing smoke cloud here. And then I don't think there's anything for Raph shot I want to add. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. I did add like a little twinkle, sharpness anime thingy for his side there. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it for this animation. I'll finish that and maybe we'll see the final render by next week. And then we can call this a wrap and do something else. What a song to end on. I do want to do a playthrough of this. Without the characters, just so we can look at the effects. I think that I really like how that looks. It's just kind of satisfying to look at to me. Oh, oops. So it's been a lot of animating smears as of late. Despite how treacherous it is, I feel like it's been a very satisfying result. Let me hide the extras. I'll let this run for a bit until YouTube can catch up, so there's no dropped frames. But dude, I really like how the Psy one came out. It's so wispy and like quick. It's exactly how I wanted it to look. And look at it. So awesome. It's like a firefly. It is kind of a shame that mesh trails didn't work out for this, because that would have made this process a ton quicker, like insanely quicker. But I guess that means we got to add a bit more of a personal touch to how these effects look, which isn't that big of a downside when you think about it. So yeah, that's it for these streams. Shouts out to everyone who came through along the way. It's almost on some anime shit how everybody who came through along the way also came through for this stream. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Let me roll the credits and save this blend file. And like I said before, if you are keen on these streams and you would like to see more, I do stream occasionally on Twitch when I'm super bored. So, if you're into that,
See you later.
be sure to follow me on Twitch. Oh yeah, sound effects. We'll do that after rendering. That'll probably be on Twitch if nobody else is streaming that day I decide to do it. So that'll be a neat little challenge of adding sound design. I'm probably just gonna steal a ton of sound effects from this game, from the OST that's playing. And maybe some Dragon Ball ones and other like ninja sound packs. Free ones, of course. I'm not paying for this. oh shoot. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. I'm like, I did not see a message, but the sound effect played. Because my Twitch chat's not open, but yeah. So I guess I'll see you over there too. Salute, see ya. Salute's not goodbye. My bad. I'm in extreme.